Okay, so we should be live. Uh, Hopefully nothing has gone horribly wrong. Let me just show this now. If anyone is up and about and doing all the crazy things, go ahead and give it a like, give it a share. This is going to be very chill, very nonchalant, as it were. I have a webcam again, which means I had to go and get one, but such is life. So I'm working currently at the hotel, as most of you can tell. And let me see if I can change that background back to what I like. Let's see if I can do that. See if I can do this. I don't know if it's going to let me. Oh well, never mind. Forget that. I don't want to risk ruining things since I'm on hotel bandwidth. So, yes, we are. I'm live because I said I'd be live. And it's been so damn long. It's just long overdue. I have been way out of commission because I'm a family man. I work for a living. I'm not um how do I put this? I'm not here for the shits and the giggles. I I have to put bread on the table. I have to do all the things. I have to um be a good father, but I also want to make time for all of you, which is something I have not been able to do to my satisfaction. That being said, I see that several people are live now. Arch is live, Kids is live, Magic Historian. If you're here, thank you very much. That it really does mean a lot. But mainly, what we're going to be discussing today is the future of the channel. I would like to continue doing roleplay, obviously. This coming Monday, I will be on Discord and Dragons with Use the Eunuch. Because Yiz is a very, very good longtime friend of myself and all iterations of this channel. Uh, Yiz has been there for me for a very long time, so I like um, being there for her when I get the chance. And her inviting me on is it is a huge honor because I'm not the most reliable guest. As you can guess, I have a shit ton of things to do, and I don't necessarily like doing it. I don't necessarily like doing all the things. What the hell is going on with OBS? Oh, there we go. If it cuts in and out, just let me know. Holy shit, that is fucking terrible. Good God. Okay. Yeah. Goddamn. This might not be working out, ladies and gentlemen. That is shockingly bad. Let me see if it's as bad as. Yeah, it looks just as bad on YouTube. Just as bad on YouTube. I'm embarrassed now. Good God, that is. It's because I'm on the hotel internet. Here, let me close a few things. Let me close a few things. Let me get everything back on track. And I think that did it. I think that fixed it. So, in any case, um, as I said, I'm a father. I and I want to devote more time to this channel. Hence the webcam. And when I'm at home with proper freaking internet, things will not be as freaking janked and broken as they have been. Uh, and I will be able to just be able to manage this. So I will be on Discord and Dragons on Monday, and um, that's going to be fun. It always is because Yiz is absolutely a good friend of mine, and being on her channel is always an honor. But I also want to do something in honor of Yiz because Yiz is a huge inspiration. Yiz is top tier. She is one of the really a creative genius, and what she's done with Discord and Dragons is being able to pull everyone together just to have fun, share memes, and play games. So uh, I decided to do something similar, and on Monday, I hope Yiz is going to be one of the first people to join my project, Throwing Shade, which is going to be a Jeopardy-like game show where the contestants fight for shade, and they're going to be doing it in the form of Jeopardy-style questions, where they're able to not only answer questions but earn enough shade to be able to get to the point where they can start throwing shade at each other, uh, interrupt questions, delete questions, just get it all messy. But the theme of each show is going to be trivia based on a fandom. And it's going to be based on a fandom that we all know and love, whether it's 40K, whether it's Lord of the Rings, whether it's D&D, whether it's we'll even throw in some Doctor Who, some even obscure things like Firefly. This is going to be fun. And the point of going through all of these trivia questions at the end, instead of a final Jeopardy, as it were, the people are going to be able to um, create their own faction, their own lore, their own characters in the game for the game. So this coming supplement, Dual Nature, is going to include all of the lore that's going to be created from this series. That's that's the point. The point is to have a community come together and be able to not only earn some street cred, but to also be able to, holy crap, this is freaking okay. Let me fix this. Let me fix this, guys, because this is going to. I'll be back. I will be back. Okay. Okay, and hopefully that should be better. It said that it would be resuming from the last live stream I did, so hopefully this is uh, this is live again for all of you who. Yeah, there we go. So we're good. We're good. I just couldn't stand it being all broken and whatnot. I wanted, even though you could see the background and everything, I couldn't stand it just going in and out like that. That was horrible. So, so what we're going to do is we're going to continue on. So the point is uh, to be able to create lore with fellow creators, with fellow content creators, and to be able to pull from our favorite fandoms things that we like and want to see, shall we say, preserved. We're going to be creating new lore in the Shades of Dominion that are going to be untouchable. Um, and you're gonna see in live that not only are you gonna see how expert and nerdy we are together with our resident fandoms, you're going to be able to see the victor come out and create something new for the game, something that's going to have their name on it. That's intentional. They will definitely have their name on this on whatever they create, whether it's a faction, whether it's an individual, and there's going to be some help in case they don't exactly have something in mind. We're going to be presented in front of something called the World Coil. And what the World Coil is, it's a gigantic machine made by a shade mage named Genesis. And Genesis has his own backstory as one of the first reactionaries to an evil called the Yaniv. And the Yaniv are like a plague. They go to unsuspecting realms and just drain them of all the shade, and they leave the realm in ruin and shambles. And what Genesis does is he takes this World Coil engine and he goes through the realms and finds these ravaged worlds and says, okay, what can I salvage from this? And that's what the characters are doing. They are taking what was once mana, what was once the memories of a world, and turning it into shade with their trivia nerddom, with their autism. That with their autism, they are giving life to mana and being able to use that mana to create a new world, to create a new identity, a new person, a new faction, something that we can salvage and eternalize. That's the entire premise of this game that we're going to be playing in Throwing Shade. So we will be doing that. That will be announced on Yaza stream, Discord and Dragons on Monday. And I'm back. That's mainly what this is about. I am freaking back. And technical difficulties aside, it's going to be good. It's going to be freaking awesome. And we're just going to take this game and we are going to make sure that it is a bulwark. It is it's one of the things that they're not going to be able to take from us again. And several people are doing this. Razorfist is doing this with his ghost stories. Go support that. And now I need to make a Ghost Rider or a Vengeful Ghost faction for the game. Because why not? You can do it. There's no reason not to. I'm sure with the correct combination of attributes, there's no reason you can't have Shade Mages who are essentially vengeful ghosts coming for ready to settle justice and whatnot. That's definitely in the cards. That's definitely a possibility. So there is that. Um, and yeah, I was doing the reason for the technical difficulties was because I wanted to do it on stream through Discord, but that was taking up way too much freaking bandwidth. So the idea of someone being able to jump in and talk about what we're going to be doing is not an option, sadly. So if you want to leave a comment, give an idea down in the comment section, I'm down for it. I'm going to be creating videos again with this lovely mug that you'll be able to enjoy as we create new factions, artifacts, things that make this world and this game come alive. And I just want to do this really quickly because it's time to get back in the bloody saddle. That's what it's time to do. And anything else that I missed? I think we're good with that. I have nothing else to discuss. Again, this is a live stream with not that much participation. Y'all are wonderful. We got 3 likes on the stream. How did that happen? How? This is an. Anyways, we'll settle that history later. But yeah, we're definitely coming back, and I'm gonna get some sleep, and we will take care of all of this tomorrow. I'm gonna be making new content with some new conversions, some things that are backlogged, things that I have back in the works. I might do a few more legends, but mainly we're going to be focusing on getting this Jeopardy game, this trivia up in the air, this World Coil Throwing Shade game up and running, because that's going to bring the community together. And I want this to be a place where all of us can just sort of salvage the old and bring forth the new. Speaking of, I would like to bring on other streamers and other Meme War veterans. Magog of Morskar, I'm a huge fan. And if we could get Voth represented and his Witchmore represented in the Shades of Dominion, that would be awesome. And things like that to bring us together. And oh, hi, Kingdom of Vinland. Greetings, sir. Um, hail, hail, Kingdom of Vinland. It's good to see you, man. Good to see you. And but yeah, honestly, uh, the old Vanguard, people like the Forgotten, because I still have to catch up on Magog's second season because his streams are top tier. I love his shtick, his show, and in my opinion, that is the future of YouTube. That is what YouTube should be. That is the direction it should go. And so, in addition to supporting that and uh, really using this work to give those kinds of creators a more permanent fixture, that would be my highest honor. And most of you should know this, but it's not just Shades. It's not just Shades. I have several other projects in the works. Um, Kingdom of Vinland asks Shademaster, "What do you think of the Elder Scrolls?" Well, some of you might know I have a few live streams where I'm playing Skyrim. It's the fifth installment of the Elder Scrolls, and we're making a system based on that, or at least I'm starting one. The system is called Myth and Merit, and the idea, the entire experience behind Myth and Merit of taking a Skyrim and reskinning it into a roleplay game is to give the player the experience of knowing that every dice roll that they make is going to translate into character development. Every roll gives you experience points in some regard. That's the whole point of the Myth and Merit system. So it's not just that Shades is something where we're redeeming Magic the Gathering, which, in light of this Aragorn bullshit, is obviously more than necessary. Oh my god, guys, that was some bullshit. That was when we saw the the precursor of the Aragorn thing months before. We just didn't think they were stupid enough to actually do it. We just didn't. We honestly thought and said to ourselves, surely, surely this is a bad idea. Surely they know this is dumb. But back to Elder Scrolls. Yeah, I wanna save Bethesda from their own pausing. We're gonna there is a system in the works called I think it might be better based stuff inspired by Skyrim on the earlier lore. Well, that's here's the thing. When I say a reskin, I'm saying messing with the lore would be it's going to be fun. I've considered two alternative systems. One system, one release is going to be based on I don't even know who Mason is. Welcome to the channel. So, um, so the in Myth and Merit has two alternate realities. One is where the dwarves survive, and you have a dwarven race, or you have the Nords, which is a troll because Skyrim belongs to the Nords, as everyone knows. But the lore is going to be changed on each rulebook depending on which race you want to play with. And in one, you're not going to be able to play as the Nords, and in one, you're not going to be able to play as the Dwarves. Because, yeah, why not? I know Skyrim belongs to the Nords, but I have to troll you somehow. I have to. You can't have a fandom unless you have them fighting in the fan fiction area. You just can't. So, so in this other system I have off to the side, this thing that has yet to be um, fully flushed out and made called Myth and Merit. It's it's the Skyrim experience. It's not about the lore per se. The lore is background, but the system is going to be made so that each dice roll helps you progress as a character. What do you think of firearms in fantasy? Um, let's be honest here, Vinland. Um, you should treat firearms the same way you treat magic, because that's ultimately what what we're talking about. I think Skyrim would have been better without the dragon BS. I'm agnostic on that question. I don't know. I couldn't claim to know that. But I have found that if I'm going to reskin Skyrim and make it its own authentic roleplay system on pencil and paper, um, with the mechanic of using each die roll uh, as a way to progress your character, as I've described, what I've discovered is that things like soul stones are going to have to be um, kind of worked around in terms of the role play experience. We're going to have to maybe change that to learning a spell and then learning the rune of that spell, and that the whole the entire enchanting aspect is going to have to be reworked um, if we were to do that. Which brings me to another aspect: is we're also going to that there's a where's the beard? Sasquatch, you son of a bitch. You son of a. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm working where I have to go into uh, food production facilities, and the choice is to either have a scraggly beard and wear a beard net, or just go clean shaven. And I know it's beautiful, but all right. So Kingdom of Vinland, I think it could be interesting to have a world like Elder Scrolls, but low fantasy. Um, no. I mean, I get the appeal. Um, but the way that I made the system, or that I'm contemplating this system, is you still have your stamina and your magicka, but they act as um, a cache for auto crits or auto successes. So what you could do is, let's say you roll for an attack, but you just barely miss, you would be spending stamina to make up the loss. So that's how you would spend stamina. Same thing for Magicka. Magicka is still a skill test for whatever school you're into, but Magicka would make up the difference for when your own metaphysical energies fail you, kind of deal. So those pools, as it were, are are kind of like they are in the game, but they're more. And obviously, the more successes you make, the faster your character develops. Is the idea behind the system of myth and merit, which I think is pretty awesome. Um, so the whole low fantasy thing is we're kind of doing that. We're kind of making it lower fantasy in that the magicka isn't so much the magicka isn't so much spent to cast spells as it makes up the difference uh, in your efforts. And we have Sasquatch shaming me for being bald on my chin, and he has every right to do so. Every right. and they do keep you warm. I'm not going to deny this, but still, I had to adult, and I had to make decisions regarding adulting, and this is what I came to. So, yeah. So, do we have any more from the chat, or am I just going to spitball it from here? Where was I? Where was I? Oh yeah, 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 yeah. That's Myth and Terror isn't the end either. I have an entire world in the Okay, Kingdom of Vinland. Are you interested in having the Elder Scrolls or D&D cookbooks? So, true fact. On my wife's birthday, she actually requested because we went shopping at a bookstore, and as most based autistic couples do, and we actually found the D&D cookbook, and she asked for it for her birthday, so we already have the D&D cookbook. And then my daughters decided to pick it up and start using it, so that was wholesome all the way around. So, send me a link for the Elder Scrolls one because I don't think we've reached that one yet. And so, back to the other thing I was talking about. In the Shades of Dominion, in the realms that we've already made, there's a realm called Sorari. And Sorari is a world that I've started making a tabletop lore for. Figurines, armies, stats, um, a magic system, a as in the context of a tabletop war game, magic system in that regard. And it's a new system where instead of using d6s, it's storytelling d10s. So it's gonna be dynamic in that sense. So that will be fun to work on when we're able to get everything up and going. So there's a lot after this. It's not just the Shades of Dominion. It's not just reclaiming Magic the Gathering. It's not just all the other things and the memes and whatnot. There's a lot more to do that I personally want to invest myself in and provide for you, the audience, the players, and fellow nerds. So that's what this channel is about, and I hope that everyone's found this stream and that they give it a look, that they give it a chance. I'm pretty sure the links are in the description. Um, I see I'm gonna have to update some of the links. What do you think of this idea, or for a faction aesthetic, industrialized Byzantines? Industrialized Byzantines. Hmm. Now, if I'm not sure if I'm pulling, if my recollection is correct, but was it the Byzantines who created alchemical fire, and we haven't been able to replicate the recipe, and you want to industrialize them? I like the way you think, really, truly. Um, as a faction aesthetic, I do like that. Let's make it happen. Let's make that happen. If you're in the Discord, go ahead and shoot me a general synopsis of what that would look like, and I'll I'll see what I can do. Um, yes, absolutely. Um, yeah, we can definitely work that in. No reason not to. All right. And I have to get up early. Just thought I'd sign in to let you see my beautiful mug once again. And we're definitely going to start kicking off. So stay tuned, stay on it, and we are just keep watching this space because we are going to. Uh, we're definitely coming for Wizards of the Coast, and we're definitely going to expand once we do that. So uh, I hope to see you all in the future. And Sasquatch, we need to do a stream together, buddy. We need to definitely start shaking the trees, as it were. And you're one of the best people who I know that's good at that. So let's uh, let's collab again. So I'll see you all later, and we will start throwing shade.